Welcome to Forgotten Coast Fishing. My name's David, and a few episodes ago I did a walkthrough of my Grady White over there, and I had quite a few comments asking me to do the same thing with my bay boat, and that's what we're going to do today. But before we do that, I want to hit a couple areas just to get it as clean as I can for you for the walkthrough. The first area I want to hit is this brown water stain that goes all the way around the boat at the water line. And the other thing is this dirt and mildew that gets trapped in this non-skid deck. And what I'm going to use to clean that water stain is this Better Boat Instant Hull Cleaner. And it's a very easy process. Basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to put these gloves on. I'm going to put a little bit in this bucket, take this sponge and just wipe it on, let it sit for a few minutes and spray it off. And then for that dirt and mildew for the non-skid, I'm going to take this spray hole cleaner. I'm just going to spray it on, let it sit a few minutes, scrub it a little bit with this brush, and then rinse it off. Well, I'll get to those two jobs, and I'll show you the final product. All right, so I got the boat all cleaned up, and I did pull the boat out of the pole barn because that hull cleaner is kind of acid-based, and I didn't want it to damage or kind of spot the concrete. But as you can see, it really whitened up this hull really well, and it was really easy. Really, all you did was wipe it on with that sponge, and then by the time you got around the boat to the other side, it was already whitened up. And then you just rinsed it off. Very simple process. And taking a look at that non-skid, you can see that spray cleaner really got in there and got that mildew and dirt off very nicely and left us with a very nice white deck. And those products are made by the Better Boat Company, and I'll leave a link down in the description so you can order some for yourself as well as get 10% off. This is a 1994 Avenger 24 Tournament Pro. We got this when we used to fish down in Louisiana, as this is a real popular boat in that area. It was built for those guys that fish down there that need a shallow boat to go into the marshes, as well as has the ability to go from marsh to marsh in open water. The Avenger Boat Company has since sold to a company in South Carolina, but they've kept the main aspects of shallow water drafting as well as open water capabilities, but just modernized it with different features. If you want to learn a little more about this boat company, I'll leave a link down in the description so you can check it out for yourself. In 2018, we were hit by Hurricane Michael, but fortunately the boat sustained surprisingly very little damage. So taking a look at the bow, you can see it does not have a very pronounced large bow. And that's going to really suit you for those shallow waters. And then looking at the stern, you can see it's almost flat at the back. That's going to add to that stability. I've done a few modifications over the years. One being I took the carpet that was on the front and back decks and replaced it with a non-skid paint, as well as replaced all the hatches. This boat does have quite a bit of storage. It's got a nice storage box over there, under the deck storage there, and there's storage under this seating that provides a good bit of storage. Even some smaller rods could fit in here. I just use it as my life jacket and extra storage. The console has storage on the backrest as well as the seat. And this is the fish box doubling as the helm seat. We have battery storage on the port and starboard side, as well as a nice sized live well. We have a box on the port side here that stores 4 tackle trays, as well as the same box on the starboard side. And on the console, there's 3 rod holders on the starboard side, as well as the port side. I also installed the standard PVC type rod holders, as well as one on the port side and the starboard side that rotate. There is the ability to store 6 more rods with 3 holes on this side and 3 on the other. This is a project that hasn't been completed, but with the proper bracket over here, you can stick the rod tips in these holes, and then the butt will rest on a bracket right here. And then taking a look at the helm, this is where my Garmin is mounted. Of course, you have your compass, your Yamaha gauges, fuel gauge, as well as your switches for your lights, bilge pump, and live well. And then under the console is where I have my 2 batteries for my trolling motor, as well as the charger. And this boat is powered by a Yamaha F115 4-stroke. So there are a few projects I still want to do. One is painting the sides of this boat that same white as the casting decks, as well as replacing the axles on this trailer, as well as the bunks and brackets. What I like most about this boat is its versatility. I don't know what the manufacturer specs are for draft, but I really don't worry till I get in 1 foot or less. And the bow is big enough to take me offshore on those nicer days. I've taken this boat off several times, 30+ miles offshore, and it's done just fine. So check out that link in the description if you're interested in learning more about these Avenger boats. If you're looking for a boat that can handle shallow draft as well as deeper water, check their website out and see if this boat may be right for you.